We all right now.
You ready?
We all
Um,
right now. This my nephew Lennox song called Green Box. That's where they used to hang out at. Out there in them neighborhoods doing bad things.
Oh my God. Guzzle 2020 to the face. Liquid poison.
All right, TT, we'll go ahead and get the ball rolling. How you doing out there, TT?
I'm here. I'm alive. I'm
Stay
well.
alive. Listen, stay alive. That's all you can do is stay alive.
Yes, especially out here nowadays. That's literally all you can do is survive. Well, at least try.
That's a fact, TT. That's all you can do is try shoot, especially all the crazy things we are seeing here that's going on in the world. All we can do is keep trying. But you know what, TT? We're doing a good job of that, though. You know, I want to,
Yep.
first, you took a big milestone, a big step, last month. Actually, yeah, a few weeks back, graduating and, going into your graduate school program for public administration, getting your degrees in political science and criminal justice, and flanking the stage with folks such as Mr. Wilder, L. Douglas Wilder, the first black governor.
Yep.
The first black governor. Isn't that something?
Yes.
You're out here in the midst of all the misery and confusion, still steadying fast. And I'm doing the same thing, TT. I'm out here on my farms. The cows are doing well, the chickens, the horses are doing very good. And the farm is doing very well. I had an issue, though. I don't know what the heck's going on. But, I've had a few concerns with some snakes coming around and disturbing our chickens. So the rooster I had, the rooster's supposed to, make sure that the chicks and everything is protected. The rooster hops on the rooster saw the snake and hops on the rooster coop. He didn't even try to attack the snake, and he didn't do it. He hopped on the rooster coop. And,
He was scared.
He said he didn't want no problems with that snake, TT. So I think we found one. Bubba found one and chopped the head off. And so, so we're hopefully we don't run into any more of those. But anywho, glad to get the week going and get the show rolling. This is show 23 for us, TT. 23. Show 23.
Jordan.
Show Jordan for us. So excited about that. And our dear friend, DJ Cheney, she's out right now and she's, getting better. She's, taking care of herself for the moment. And we're sending her our well wishes as she just, gets better and recovers. She just needed a little bit of rest. So shout out to DJ Cheney. But yeah, TT, go ahead and let them know. Give me 1 second here. I want to make sure I don't get disturbed. Can you still hear me out there, TT? Can you still hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, cousin
awesome.
Jimmy.
Hold on. Let me see here. I can't hear you. I think I messed that up. Oh, can I hear you? Oh, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Hold on, TT.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you. Hold on now. I need to make sure I can hear you. I can hear you now. Say something, TT.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Don't press the button on my phone. All right, here. Okay, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get it going. TT, let them know where they can find.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah,
there
let them know where
I was about to say, don't you start.
TT.
Y'all can find us at Rappers TV on all social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, we're on it.
There you go. Thank you.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, leave reviews. Let us know your thoughts, and still let us know where you're located.
100%. Definitely that. Show us some love. And TT, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. My damn cousin Donald Trump, TT, I swear to you. Listen, he is out here trying to do any and everything that he wants to do without Congress approval, and he's actually violating the laws. And so he just had to have his name removed from the Kennedy Center. This was developed and agreed upon and voted on and put together by our Congress and, a panel and board of individuals who oversaw the Kennedy Center being built in honor of President Kennedy. And my cousin just wants to throw his damn name on the building. Do you think that, since, the courts have told my cousin that he needs to remove his name from the Kennedy Center, he has to remove it. I think he has a couple weeks, 2 weeks to remove it. And, he's saying that, he's going to go ahead and remove it. He doesn't care. It's the Kennedy Center, they're lost and they're not going to get the funding and support that they need, and that the center's been failing. And, without his name on it, it's going to continue to fail. TT, do you think that this here will change my cousin's egotistical motives? Do you think finally the court stepping in saying, hey, remove your name from the Kennedy Center building, do you think this is going to stop his ego from trying to do everything he wants to do?
No. No. He's like, I don't know, like, he's like the type of person, like, he's gonna do whatever he think is necessary to get whatever he wants. This ain't gonna stop him from doing nothing. Nothing. I don't feel like it's gonna stop him from doing anything. No. Y'all can tell him what y'all want to tell him. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all can violate this, violate that. This man believes that he's above the law. Like, he believes that he's above the law.
TT, I'm his cousin. Do you think that if I can get him on the phone and have a sensible conversation with Donald Trump and say, Donald, you need to hear the American people's voice. You don't need to be out here trying to do everything for your damn ego and for your damn self and trying to be retaliating against everybody who you felt did you wrong. You need to focus on America, focus on the American people, and make sure that you live by your word, make America great again. Do you believe, TT? I think I can convince him, TT. I think I can.
You think? Didn't he just say, I don't think about... Didn't he just say the other day, a few weeks ago, I don't think about Americans financially, like... No, I don't believe so. I don't even think his kids can talk. No, I don't even think, what's his wife's name? Melanie.
And she is a lightning rod of beauty. She is fine. She's a
she is.
Very nice lady.
But that husband of hers, no, he's not. No, nobody can. Once your mind is already set up, nobody can change it. Not you being the cousin, not her being the wife, not them being the kids. Nobody.
Well, TT, listen, I think I can do it. I believe I can do it. I'm gonna give it a shot here, and I'll let you know how it goes. But I think I can do it. And the crazy thing is, we might as well going back to this Kennedy Center real quick. The thing about this situation, TT, is that it's foolish to think, and this is what I'm going to talk to him about. It's foolish to think that you attaching your name to the Kennedy Center is going to bring more notoriety and glory in a good way. I mean, he's already stirred up a lot of nonsense since he's gotten back into the White House, and now he thinks attaching his name to President Kennedy's name it's going to do well. It's not going to do well. It doesn't make any sense. But they're saying that this is just his whole MO during this this term. He is all about just trying to make a mark and leave his mark on American history. TT, the damn man has tried to create a $250 bill. Have you heard about that? $250 bill has Trump's face on it. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I'm gonna talk. I think I can get them, but I'll
If
go
I
ahead.
get a Trump bill before I get a Harriet Tubman bill, that's really gonna be concerning.
TT, question for you here. Just a quick question. You get your paycheck, you get your direct deposit, you go to the bank, you got to get some cash out. You're going to get your nice get your hair done and, get your nails done or whatnot. You need a little cash on you, and you get a Trump bill. Are you accepting the bill or not?
I want all 20s.
you know, TT, you don't want the Trump bill if it comes out.
I want all 20s.
Oh
You
my
can just give me
God.
all 20s.
Oh, TT,
Or you can give me some blue faces, but all 20s.
Well, TT.
I don't even want him in my pocket.
Oh
You
God,
don't. By the time he done, I'm probably not gonna even have $250 to my name no more.
Oh, with all the
Like,
damn price, with all the prices,
like what?
gas
The price
price
is
up
so
when you
high
can be
by the
broke,
time he's
TT.
finished. Yes, I'm gonna be back living with my grandma.
With TT, check this out. Going into our next topic, we might as well just keep rolling. I guess you may be broke, but he's making sure the damn Proud Boys and all these other folks who supported
These
the
white
January
supremacist
6
groups.
riots and folks who were targeted by the Democratic legislature. So he says he's been pushing this anti-weaponization law and trying to get this bill passed to provide reparations for those he felt was wrongly accused and attacked and arrested and locked up. But you know what? The court stepped in again and stopped it and said he cannot move forward with this bill. What are your thoughts on it? Do you believe that this is the end of the efforts to try to get the Proud Boys and all those individuals their reparations are just due?
Okay, let me start with this. I hope this judge does not reverse her decision, because funding groups like this makes them feel like they have some sort of power. And we don't want that. If y'all don't want it, I'm going to say I don't want it, because I don't want it. But hey, if they do, I'm rolling with the theory of lashing out on the government. You'd get paid if you do it. You get paid if you lash out on the government. If the government is doing something you don't like, lash out on them and you might get some money from this fund. But on a more serious note, if this does happen, we will see more events like the January 6th event. Like I don't think we should be funding people for running up in a building and causing chaos, and I don't believe in that. And then it's groups that literally have racism in the definition of the group. Okay. Why are we giving them money? Why? I don't understand. But no, I do not believe that he will stop. He's not going to stop providing for his, what should I call these people? His armies, his little armies. Yeah, he's not going to stop doing that. He needs these people behind him. These are the people that he needs behind him, along with the actors in the government.
Yeah, you make a good point, TT. There's an underlining here, and I think what we're seeing, and we talked about this last week. We were talking about it before we found out that the courts actually stopped this. But you with your background in regards to understanding law and studying this and studying the politics side of things and seeing how it all works, you don't think that with the court stepping in and saying, hey, you can't do this, that what other route does he have to go? What other way can he try to find to get reparations or to get this funding through? If the courts have already stepped in, they're supposed to be the end all be all, right?
Yes, they are supposed to be the end all be all. Supposed to be. But when you have a man who, let's see, how can I put these words without sounding a little horrible? When you have a powerful man like him, trying to build something, I feel like it's going to take more than a court to stop him, if that makes sense. Like, okay, if you don't give me it this way, then I'm going to do it this way. If you don't give me it that way, then I'm going back to this way. I just feel like with him, he's gonna always find a way to maneuver around something. And that's why I say I hope this judge does not reverse her decision, because if she does, then it's just like, if we keep waiting and waiting and waiting, it'll eventually happen. These people will eventually get some sort of funding if we keep postponing, a decision here, a decision there. It should have been, in my opinion, it should have been permanently thrown out. Like, it should have never just been temporarily blocked or anything like that. It should have been permanently thrown out, because you're literally funding groups that don't like all Americans. Like, they don't like all Americans. So why didn't we permanently destroy it? Like, I don't know. The funding should not be approved. My dollars should not go towards them. You whoever they feel like their anger is with, use their dollars if you're going to use anything. Don't use mine. And that's just my opinion on the topic.
Well, that's a great point. TT, they were saying that this, my cousin, I tell you right now, he is a slickster, a wheeler, and a dealer. That's one thing you can't say, you can't knock him about. He's a wheeler and dealer. And TT, he turns around basically from what they're saying, the reports are saying is that this fund, this anti-weaponization fund, basically was to support those individuals such as the Proud Boys and all the others who have, were a part of the January 6th attacks, and those who felt that the Democratic Legislative Party had been attacking them. Those individuals that, stand on more of the conservative side, or Trump supporters who have been attacked by the Democratic Party in some way, shape, or form. This fund was basically to help them out, but it came from a settlement. I think they reported a $10 billion settlement with the IRS. And so Trump's way of doing this was saying, okay, if we're going to settle this thing here, then we need to make this deal, this fund, a part of the settlement. It sounds like he was still trying to find a way to get billions of dollars out of a situation that he's at fault at. I mean, it's just, my cousin TT, you gotta watch the guy. I mean, he's smart. You can't take it away from the damn guy. But I tell you, sometimes I wonder, and again, I want to tell the American people out there, I am sorry. I'm sorry for my support of my cousin. I thought that
he had you fooled at 1.2.
He had my ass full. I mean, TT, he had me in the twilight zone. I mean, I was all bamboozled. I was all confused with all his magic tricks and his words of luxury. And now I found myself in the same pain as all Americans. Donald, we need to get this shit here right. And we got to get it right now. I mean, we got to get it right, TT. So going into the next topic, TT, and we might just keep segueing through here, because we had, and the thing about this, and I want to, before I go into this next topic or segue into it, TT, I think it's important for our viewers to understand the premise of shifting the culture is to unite, the message to get to the people of the culture. And the people of the culture are the ones who have always been confused, or always been sheltered, or always have been blocked from receiving the true information because we've been distracted by the nonsense. And the people know who you are out there. And so we're trying to do this in a way where we provide the news and politics with a twist, but the purpose of this is to unite. And so I say that because my damn cousin here, with all this crap he's been stirring up with the Anti-Weaponization Fund and the Proud Boys and all this BS going on out here, has now, I believe, and I'm going to ask you this, TT, that we are seeing America go backwards and reverse. We just had the white supremacist group marching in Virginia Beach. Now, before we go further, there have been plenty of marches over the past decades, even in the recent 2000s and 2010s, and there are always KKK marches and white supremacist marches that have been happening. But in the climax of where we are right now, politically, economically, in this country, what's going on internationally with these so-called wars, and our prices are going up, and the American people suffering. The last thing we need to do as Americans is be divided. The same damn white supremacists that are walking around here, or those that are out here pushing this pro-white or this Trump stuff, whatever it is, your asses are paying the same damn high gas prices we're paying, the same damn high grocery prices we're paying. We're all being smashed to death and being bamboozled. And so we're dividing ourselves, and this is not a time to be doing it. TT, what's your thoughts on this march here? And do you feel that our country is going back in reverse?
I'm gonna answer the second question first. Yes, and I mean, I feel like this was a somewhat of the prediction that was made when he got elected as president, that we were going to move backwards. Some people just didn't think that it would really happen. Some people thought that it was just a facade, like it wasn't going to happen at all. And me, on the other hand, I did believe that it would happen. I believed that these sort of groups would come back out. They would basically, I would say, show themselves, but they're not that bold. They're not going to show themselves for real. But I do. I believe that. I believed all along that this would happen again. I believe that we will move backwards. Now, they did this during Memorial Day weekend, and tourists were at the ocean front. Now, some people feel like it's a public safety issue, but I just want to know, what message did you send? They had 30 people and walked silently for 30 minutes. And what gets me is the fact that their faces were covered. Why not stand in your truth and let people know exactly who you are? On the other hand, a group identified as the original Black Panther Party attended the Virginia Beach oceanfront a week later, and guess what? You could see all their faces, and people were actually taking pictures with them. The difference is, one group knowingly participates in racism and tries to intimidate people, while the other group does not. It's basically if you love us, we love you type of thing going on with the Black Panther Party. And white supremacists just will never get that. It's them or you. And it's always going to be them over you in their world. While us as a community, we feel like it's all of us together. And it's just something that they just don't have instilled in their brain. But I don't like the fact that you want to be a part of this group, but you don't want to show your face. Why don't you want to show your face? Maybe your job may be on the line. Maybe your family may be on the line. Anything could probably be on the line. But my thing is, stand in your truth. Show the people who you really are. You run with this group, okay, that's just like a gang. Like, come on now, show what gang you represent. Show it. You big and bold, show it. That's just how I feel about that topic.
TT, you slam dunked that one. It's really not much I got to say on that one. You did a great job on that, because you broke it down and you actually opened my eyes to something. You said that this could potentially be a public safety issue, and it could have. That could have ignited people. It could have sparked anxieties. It could have created tension.
Yes.
And again, started something that didn't even need to be started. But that was a great point. You hit it on the nail. And these are things that we have to keep in mind. Every culture is going to be proud of their culture. Let's start there. I remember when I'm up in New York, I tell you right now, the Puerto Rican parade, TT, oh my God, my Puerto Ricans, the mommies are out there, meet. I tell you right now, TT, my ass was running around like a dog with his tongue out. I've seen all the meters out there looking good. You know, you have the Irish parade, you got the Italians, you got obviously Juneteenth coming up here for us, our black culture, and you have all these different Mexican culture with Cinco de Mayo. You have everyone's proud of what they are. We get that, but you know, when you start to talk about being racist or being demonstrative against other races and other people and other ethnicities, and discriminating and hate talk, that's crossing the line there, and that can really spark a public safety issue. So you're right. You're definitely right. Why were they just being silent though? I don't understand all of that. Why were they even doing that?
Walking with their, me personally, I just feel like, long story short, stand in your truth. Long story short.
Great point.
Somebody could have recorded them. They could have been talking. Oh, identify your voice. You're fired. Can't get no more jobs with us. Things like that. I just feel
Oh, that's
like,
a great point.
yeah, I just feel like people got a lot to lose nowadays. Like, one wrong move in this world today, and you get posted on social media, your job is snatched. Now you can't even provide for your family. Now you just walk with these people for nothing. You lost your money. You lost your source of income. You lost your friends. You probably can lose your family if they really know what you really, the stuff you really be into. I just feel like it's a lot of hiding going on. No, show them faces. Show them faces.
And you bring, listen, TT, and if it's the point is that if you are who you are, stand on that, and honestly, the people that know him, really, they probably already know a lot about him. People that really know him probably know their thoughts and feelings, and so it's sad, but anyway, we're gonna move on, TT. We have a good topic here, which totally switching, subjects here, but this is a good thing, interesting topic, and I wanted to tap your brain on it because you now have, you're going into grad school. You just left left your undergrad, and you've been studying a lot, especially being a part of the younger generation, and seeing how technology has played a huge part in education. But now in Australia, at this school, and I believe this is an all-female school, and they're starting now in the middle school, and they're going to advance up into the high school and give them an option, I believe, of using the laptops or not. But they have tried a new program eliminating laptops and getting the students back to writing notes and teachers being on chalkboards. They still have some parts of the curriculum that they need to use the laptops for, but majority of it is no laptops, TT. What are your thoughts on this? They've been saying it's been working. Do you think that this is something that can be rolled out throughout the world? And would it have an impact? And would it have an impact here in America in our schools? And what's your thoughts on this?
Okay, to be honest, it's literally how school used to be. I think all K through 12 schools should consider it again. I also agree with the comment that you remember things better when you write it out. I'm in college and I literally handwrite everything. And I brought some proof just in case the people out there don't believe me. But you see that, you probably can't see it. But you see all of this writing right here.
Yeah, I can see that right.
You see all of that?
We can see that writing. We can see it.
You see all of that?
Oh.
You see, I skipped the page. I handwrite everything. And this is red, but yes, I handwrite everything, guys. Sorry for the blurriness. Just don't want y'all to see my background. But I'm 22 years old. I'm going into a graduate program, and I cannot focus. I cannot function properly with just electronic. It's no way for me to do it. In 11th grade, we started using laptops because COVID and all that stuff. But before COVID, we literally had to write everything down. It didn't matter how long you took. You were writing it down. So I just took that and moved that over to college. Now, my freshman year, let me tell you, it helps. It helps. My freshman year of college, I was BSing. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. I was BSing. Anything I did for school, I just went on Google, looked at some articles, typed over in one document, went back to Google, looked at some more articles, typed over, and I went back and forth. Let's just go to say I didn't make Dean's List my freshman year of college. Second year of college, that GPA started rolling up because I started buying them notebooks and them pens and them highlighters. I started handwriting. The slide can be 37 slides, and I'm writing all 37 slides.
Oh wow!
All 37 slides, because that's the only way I can remember information is if I'm writing it down. I can't just type anything because typing is just like, okay, I'm spelling a whole bunch of words. I'm not really retaining the information because all I'm doing is just typing. I'm not remembering what I'm typing because all I'm doing is just typing. If I'm writing, I write a sentence, Okay, now I'm finna reread the sentence. Now I'm finna write the next sentence. I don't know why I can't comprehend that good on a electronic device, but I just feel like writing is it's always going to be better because it's how you express yourself. Like I express myself through writing. Prime example, I could be writing a paragraph and something for 3 paragraphs later click in my mind. Okay, now I'm writing on the top of the page in some blank space what I just thought about so I don't forget it and I can still add it in my paper. So yes, I feel like all schools, not college, because that's not like realistic. It's not realistic to handwrite everything in college because you got research, you got, the things that you actually have to do to turn in assignments on a electronic device. But K through 12, I definitely feel like they should go back because I had to deal with the pain. So why y'all can't?
TT, and that's why you're on Dean's list and you're graduating at the top of classes. You got two degrees and you're about to get your third degree and then you're going, you're studying for LSATs. That's why you're like you are. But cousin Jimmy, TT, I'm gonna tell you right now, my ass will be on a computer quick in a hurry. Listen, this chat GTPD, I don't know if it's what it is. TT, I will be using it. If I need a damn paper done, I'm sorry, my ass will be chat GPT, see me, I don't care what it is, I'm gonna say all types of words and type it. I'm sorry, I'm a country boy down here, all I know how to do is milk cows and get eggs from chickens. All that writing, TT, my hands will be hurting, but they're saying that, people have different ways of learning, and it sounds like your way of learning and retaining information is writing it down. Some people learn visually by seeing or hearing. These students are saying it's working, TT. And listen, if it's helping the youth, I will have to say, with all jokes aside, I came up, matter of fact, me and this beautiful lady here, Pam Greer. All right, now back in 1962, we were in junior high together, and she, and I were in class, and we had to write. TT, please don't.
67, 8, 69.
Listen, me and Pam, TT, this is when the teachers used to spank your hand if you get out of line, and I tell you right now, they would knock every time my hand got damn hit because I'm over here trying to flirt with old Pam, but. We had to write everything down, TT, and we had them thick old pencils. We had pencils, TT, that gave you splinters in your finger.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, my God. So, I don't miss it. If I was in school now, I'll be talking to Chat GPT. Somebody said there's a guy named Claude you can talk to now, and he can help you out. They say he's AI as well. I don't know. I'll be talking to Gronk on X, all of them. I need your help right now.
I quite frankly do not like chat because one day just experimenting, you give them a question and they give you back the wrong answer, and I'm looking at my electronic device and I'm like, well, my professor say it's A and you say it's B, so who's wrong? Who's not comprehending the question correctly?
Oh, so you're
that's
telling
why
me
I
that
don't
ChatGPT get stuff wrong?
Yes.
Oh God, what the heck is Sam Altman, do you hear this? ChatGPT's getting stuff wrong. You need to fix it, man. God damn.
Yep, you can copy and paste the whole question, put it in there, and it's gonna give you some wrong answers. That's why I don't trust it. Also, with like AI pictures and stuff like that, a lot of these, well, I don't know if the ones you pay for are able to like get the picture on the T, but a lot of these pictures that I've been seeing lately coming from AI, your face is either smaller or longer, your forehead is either shorter or bigger. It's just like, what's going? I thought AI was supposed to be hitting everything to a T. No, and that's where I think that's where like the whole talk of going back to pencil and paper in school came from because of AI. AI is on your laptop. You can get AI on your laptop. Y'all not learning because y'all using AI for real. So it's just like they don't have no other choice but to give y'all the pencil and paper again.
That's a good point, TJ. I mean, I think society makes it tough on folks, and now with so much pressure and all these standard tests and all this stuff that goes on, and what you need
Mm-hmm.
to get in college with SET, ACT, TEP,
Glad I didn't have to take
CPEI,
that.
all of that. I tell you, TT. But I tell you right now, if I was in school now, I'll be talking to Chat GP, and it's said. Listen, it's funny you said that though about the AI, because I tell you, some guy was telling me I was out there with Bubba one day, and we had to actually go to the advanced auto to pick up some oil. Anyway, we get there, and guys in there talk
Oh,
about some
oil.
AI stuff. And he says, TT, he had to create a image. He's a marketing guy, and he had to do some posters and stuff. And he used AI to help him with some stuff to design a person on the poster. And he said the damn leg was an elbow. He said he did AI to turn the damn leg was an elbow. I said, elbow? Like mine? He said, yeah, the goddamn guy in the picture with a whip just sitting down, leaning to the side because his legs are elbow. I said, oh, God. He said, AI ain't no damn
Mess you
good. I
up.
said, oh, God. All right, well.
We thought we was gonna be dependent on that in the future. Oh, it's gonna take a lot more future than the next
Wow.
10,
Wow.
15, 20 years.
But I agree with you though, TT. To get straight to it, it's a good thing to see the students getting back to getting away from the technology and being able to focus and write down information and learning and doing well without it is a good thing because it can be a distraction. I agree there. All right, well, next topic we got what's called dynamic pricing. Now, we're already dealing with all of this high cost, and we've been talking about this on so many episodes. We mentioned it earlier about what Americans are going through, and now we have these damn grocery stores that have been doing dynamic pricing. It's so funny, TT, because I go to damn Walmart and I'm walking around, I'm like, hold the hell, hold on. I was just in here damn 3 days ago, and I see the dang old can of soup was like $2.19. You know, I like a little Campbell soup or something. And TT then it pops up to $2.59. I'm like, what the hell? What happened here? So dynamic pricing is when prices are changing on the spot, or they're using technology as well too to actually basically they can perceive or know what the consumer, who the consumer is, who the consumer is, and what their ability to spend or their ability to buy. Excuse me. Well, we'll spend the same way. It doesn't matter, but their ability to pay for the product, what they're able to afford, and change the price into that. TT. But Maryland is stepping in and banning that. A lot of stores are now going to digital pricing because, of course, they're trying to save money from having, labor, change the prices. New ads come out weekly, and they have to, change those prices. So they're using digital displays, but they're saying that what they were able to do was actually, I guess, during certain peak times where they know they're going to have a demand for folks coming in, they could just change the price just like that. I mean, it can go from 1 minute being one thing to the next. So Maryland stepped in and banned this. So do you see other states and following suit with this banning dynamic
They better.
pricing? You said, oh God, you said that. Oh Lord, TT, you said that better, huh?
They better, because if
Yeah.
they don't, people are gonna ask questions. People are gonna ask for money.
Yeah.
They're gonna ask for money. But my thing is, why was it ever a thing to charge people a higher price than others for groceries based off their personal data? Why are you even using my personal data for groceries?
Well, it's the same thing, TT. They're doing now with how they market to us now. When you're on your social media and stuff, if you search certain things online, they're taking your information and they're actually gearing marketing towards it. And you know these social media sell your information to these marketing companies.
Yes, I know that. But groceries.
Well,
For groceries. Now you telling me if I wake up on a good, let's take this as a scenario. If I wake up in the morning and I'm just, I got a little bit of money or whatever, but I only got enough money to provide for me and my household and stuff like that. And I just say, oh, I want to do me a good deed today. I want to feed the homeless. You're going to use my personal data for me to buy groceries so I can feed the homeless. Mind you, I woke up on this good day and just did this good deed. It don't make sense. I don't feel like nobody should have a different price than anybody else for groceries. No, I don't feel like that should be legal at all. Everybody should pay a set price for groceries. If you want the cheaper deals, you go to Aldi? Is that what it's called? Aldi? Is that the
Oh
grocery
yeah,
store?
I've heard of that place. You know, folks out here in the country, we get mad when new grocery stores come in because we make our money off crops. But I know what you're talking about, TT. Oh,
Yeah.
Aldi, yeah.
You want the cheaper prices, you go there. If you want the more expensive prices, you go to what? Whole Foods? Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah, I heard of that damn place. We don't want that
Yeah.
down here. No, no.
Yeah. So I mean, no, I don't feel like it. Then Instacart. Let's get on Instacart. Let me get on Instacart right quick, because whoever used Instacart and had this happen to them should advocate for themselves and get some money back. I'm all about getting your money back because these people know they was dead wrong. The company knew that this was not an ethical thing to do. That's why they stated, we no longer do those price experiments anymore.
Mm.
They called it experiments.
Hold on, so they want to experiment with my damn money, TT?
You.
What the hell?
Thank you. So, no, I don't agree with it at all. If I go in the grocery store and I'm standing behind, let's name somebody important, Michael Jordan. If I'm standing behind Michael Jordan and I see his total $1,569, and then I get up there and I see my total only $159, I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, you don't have no questions? We got the same things. You don't have questions? So, yes, I don't agree with that at all. That's blankly robbing the people.
Well, TT, but what do you think about these companies who are like, listen, we're dealing with the rising costs of diesel, gas. These trucking companies who bring our groceries, they're up in the cost. And the manufacturers who have to send it, they're upping their costs, and we're buying it, and we have to sell it. We're gonna up our costs. You know, we got to survive. You know, utilities are rising, rents are rising. What about these companies that have to survive, TT?
The issue is certain people. If you need to raise your price, you raise it for everybody, not just certain people.
Yeah. Well,
groceries are groceries. That groceries is, I feel like we need food. That's what we need. We need food. It's a necessity. So why are we raising the prices for certain people and not all people? I understand, like, okay, certain people made more money than other people. Certain people got more connections than other people, this, and this. But everybody has a life and everybody has the ability to go out here and make some money. So if the groceries too high, get some cheaper.
But don't change the price up on people like that. Don't. I got you. Okay. Well, listen.
Certain people.
What?
You can change the price, but just not for specific groups of people.
Right. And you know what? At the end of the day, I do agree that it needs to be fairness with the pricing. It needs to be consistent. And shout out to Maryland, and hopefully it does start rolling through some other states here to make sure these companies are having some form of integrity when they are out here pricing their product. All right. Well, we got our last topic here, and we left this one for last, TT. We've covered this story before. We're glad to hear an update on the Shanquella Robinson, story where the young lady traveled out to Mexico with some friends and ended up not coming home, TT, and was brutally beaten by one of her friends. And I believe this is the young lady involved in this update that's changed her name or something, or to try to disguise, basically try to get away from the situation, just trying to move on. They say she's trying to move on and not have her name tied to this, but she tried to get this civil case dropped against her, but the court said heck no. So this is pretty good. Do you think the family is closer to justice, TT?
In all reality, yes. But before I get into like why I think so, let's just say this. changing your name does not mean you're a brand new person, especially when you're thinking of legal proceedings. You don't get out of a lawsuit or even a charge because you change your name from Karen to Becky. It just doesn't happen like that. It just doesn't happen like that. I'm actually happy that they denied her dismissal, because you weren't you the one in the video basically beating her up? Like, nobody was charged for this wrongful death, so a lawsuit was definitely needed. These 6 individuals lied about how she died and recorded the woman beating her up. If I remember correctly, the cause of death was spinal and neck injuries, not alcohol poisoning or whatever they said the case may have been. I also don't think this case will make it to a jury trial. Once that video is played in court for the judge, and the cause of death is presented to the judge, along with the lying, the name changes, I feel like someone may have the balls to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help them God. That's just how I feel. Or no, and or everyone is going to pay for what happened to her. That's just how I feel. I feel like that. And I feel like the family and their lawyers are very smart. They played this really smart, because if I can't get you in jail for this in the United States, you gonna be a part of this payment, and we're gonna include the FBI and anybody else that investigated this crime, because at the end of the day, the courts, correction, all of that, it's a system. They work together. You're talking 100 million, right? Or something like that. It was 100 million that they're filing for, I believe. Um, the court isn't gonna allow the FBI and all of them to just be in control of that money. I'm sorry, they're not. Y'all are those 6 people they're gonna pay for it. Basically, that's just what it is. So yes, I feel like they're closer to justice. They played it real smart.
But TT, my thing is this: is why didn't criminal charges come about? We talked about it before in the past, but this hit me as the story resurfaced with this update. You have the officers and those involved, the FBI. They have a video showing this attack. Why haven't criminal charges have come? I thought that it was basically, if they had some form of evidence, or if someone came forward, which someone did, because they came to the mother and told the mother, one of the people confessed and told the mother what happened. Why haven't criminal charges come?
I feel like international thing is playing a part in that. I feel like an international. I don't know specifically. Like, I didn't get that far in my studies yet, y'all. I didn't get that far in my studies yet. But I feel like it's an international issue. That's why criminal charges haven't been brought. So the family, being the family, taking matters into their own hands. I feel like criminal charges can be eventually brought up dealing with this lawsuit, because of the simple fact that one person is going to get on that stand and tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help them God. And it might be that one person who went to the family and did what they had to do, because nobody wants to give up money. Nobody wants to give up money.
You
but
damn
in all
right
reality,
about that, TT.
but in all reality, no, exactly. It's especially in this economy. Nobody wants to give up money. So I feel like it's going to be some sort of deal put on the table for somebody or anything of that nature. But also that person who does snitch, I feel like they should have to pay a price, because you went this long. It's 2026. It's 2026. You went this long, and not once did you advocate for this girl dying, wrongful death, aka murder. You not once advocated for her death. So it's just like, you should also have to pay a price for this too. I just feel like when somebody knows for a long time what really happened, telling the truth when you literally are forced to tell the truth, it shouldn't get you out of anything. That's just how I feel. It really shouldn't get you out of anything, because you've known the truth for this whole time. You've been seeing on social media how we've been saying justice for her, justice for her, justice for her, and you waited until you was literally on that line, on that fence, to tell the truth. No, especially in a death like that. Y'all sat there and recorded this girl getting beat up. And granted, I mean, we all may know she looks a little well, not a little. She looks intoxicated in the video. So you didn't have to brutally beat her up like that. You didn't have to. You could have restrained her and sat her down, anything like that. You beat this girl up and it was no need for that. I don't agree with it at all. Y'all know me. I'm quick to say lock them all up. But hey,
They want them all in handcuffs. But in this situation, there's definitely someone needs to be locked up, TT, because this is sad. And we just want to again send our condolences out to the Robinson family. And we are looking for justice for her. We hope that everything goes through properly. We're glad to see that the courts decided not to drop this suit against that individual, and we're just again happy to see that there's some progress here for the family. So
yes.
Well, all right. Well, TT, we're at the end of the show here, and before we go ahead and wrap it up, I'm going to just let everybody know there's been a lot of crazy things going on in the world. We've seen a lot, we've heard a lot. It's constantly hitting us, but continue to focus on your world. Your world is you as an individual, your family, those that you love, your friends, the people that are connected to you. But before anything, make sure that your world is straight. Don't allow these distractions to get in your way. Keep on persevering. Keep on going hard for yours. Things will pan out. The sun will shine again. That's one thing about this earth here, is that the sun comes out. Even though there's some rain, some clouds, and I swear it's been raining down here crazy, TT, but I tell you right now, I know that sun's going to come out again and bring some smiles to our faces. So keep your head up high, keep God with you, and keep on striving. TT, you want to let them know where they can find us at?
Y'all can find us at Maffa TV on all social media platforms. Do not forget it. Do not forget it. And before we close out, I just personally want to say Happy Pride Month to all.
All righty. All right. Well, listen to you here. This is Shift the Culture, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.